Well, rain chances starting to return tomorrow, but there's going to be fluctuations in those rain chances day to day, due in large part to mid-level disturbances that are going to be moving through what we call zonal flow in the mid and upper levels. You see this slight dip here in the jet stream. That is one of those disturbances, and it's going to be moving close enough to us tomorrow to allow for some extra chance of rain in our forecast. So that bypasses us. We get back to more of a zonal flow, and then we get another dip here, as you can see here, maybe going into Saturday. So elevating rain chances once again as we start the weekend. Cutoff low develops here off the coast. That could also eject a few disturbances, but what looks to actually take place is a big trough absorbs that and then is going to possibly drag another stronger cold front across our area as we go into the middle of next week. So I'm kind of joking with Tisha earlier in the show. No, we're not done with the cooler temperatures. Could be coming in by the mid to end point of next week, tied to that next frontal boundary. So you can see the fluctuations here in terms of rain chances. Hard to really judge timing based off of these disturbances, but it does look like we'll get one again tomorrow, and these days should be tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday 60% down to Sunday to 50%, and then into early parts of next week kind of back down to 30 to 20%. So you can see here with Futurecast how we keep things dry through tonight. Some fog overspreads the area into the morning. That disturbances bypasses towards the north, enhancing some lift here locally, and that produces some scatter to at times maybe numerous showers and thunderstorms across our area by the midpoint of the afternoon tomorrow. Then as we go into Thursday, notice the lack of rain coverage. It kind of stays hugged towards the coast as we go towards the middle of the afternoon. So isolated, just widely scattered at best for your Thursday. And then for Friday, maybe upticking rain chances slightly once again as we await the arrival of that next disturbance coming in on Saturday. So from now all the way through Friday with the high-res European model, we're talking about most of our rain coverage being less than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. So that's not a lot, but when we expand that through the weekend and into early parts of next week, we start to see even higher rain amounts, upwards of maybe 1/2 of an inch to an inch of rainfall across our area. So there will be the potential for some heavier pockets of rain over the weekend. It looks like that may be when we see our heaviest rainfall through the course of the next 7 days. That does not mean you need to cancel any of your outdoor weekend plans, but just keep a close eye on the forecast as we get a little bit closer. Hopefully we'll be able to fine tune exactly when we think the rains will be moving through. The other thing we got to watch for is the fog potential each and every morning. Now it's going to be more widespread and probably thicker, closer to large bodies of water. So that's going to be along the Mississippi River, also Lakes Pontchartrain and Lakes Maurepas. It's what we call sea fog. That's going to be our primary concern. But for farther inland areas, mainly patchy fog in nature, average visibility 1 to 3 miles, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's the time frame when fog will be most prevalent and at its most widespread. Just use some low beam headlights, give yourself some extra time out the door, and watch for those kiddos at area school bus stops. Warmer temperatures also in the forecast. We've got those daytime highs in the 80s. We should be in the low 70s for this time of year, so certainly not feeling much like the early part of March. Not quite record territory, though. We'll flirt with some records, though, especially for Thursday afternoon, maybe coming within 2 degrees of tying an over 100-year-old record. But these warmer than normal temperatures, not only for daytime highs, also for morning lows. They're going to be quite mild in the mid to upper 60s. So again, over the weekend, we'll have to dodge some raindrops. 60% coverage on Saturday, 50% coverage on Sunday. Don't forget Saturday night into Sunday morning, we roll forward, so we lose an hour of sleep. And that friendly reminder over the weekend to change the batteries and the smoke detectors, as well as the carbon monoxide alarm. So put that on the shopping list for this week heading into the weekend to make sure to change those batteries.